معكم اسبو هنا. للتأهل لتصفيات نهائيات كأس العالم لازم كل فريق يفوز في مواجهتين. المواجهة الأولى الفالكونز شفنا شيء نادر يحصل في روكت ليج، اللي هو هجوم غير منقطع وفي الوقت الإضافي. كان شيء جدا رائع، وفازوا فالكونز على ديغناتاس 4-2 وصعدوا للمواجهة الثانية ضد فيز سلخوا جلدهم سلخ ألين بدأ العظم 4-0 ونزلوا دوري المسلوخين. في الجهة الأخرى فريق كارمين كورب انشخطوا طوالي في مواجهتهم الأولى ضد فيوريا 4-1، يعني فيوريا وقفوا السلخ قبل ما يوصل العظم بشوية. كورب نزلوا دوري المسلوخين وفازوا ضد فريق اوبتيك جيمنج، والآن كل فريق فاز مرة وانسلخ مرة وراح يتواجهون. اللي يفوز هنا راح يتأهل للنهائيات ويصير من أفضل 8 أفرقة في العالم، واللي ينهزم يصير من أكثر مسلوخي العالم. فريق كارمين كورب يسمونه الطوب الأزرق، فهل راح يكون الطوب الأزرق مرة عالي على الصقور أم هل راح يحلق الصقور فوقه؟ السلخ هنا من 4 والمسلوخ يطلع برا. يلا ما نطول عليكم أكثر، انجوي.
متحمس اني اقابل كارمن كورب وان شاء الله يكون سيريس جميل.
I think Falcons are an insane team, one of the best in the world, and I think equally the same as us if we play on form.
اشوف استرال افضل لاعب كارمن كورب لان الميكانكس عنده قوية.
We have one of the highest skill ceilings. When we feel it, it's unrivaled, you know.
احنا كمجموعة افضل لعيبة، بس نلعب لعبنا وبنوقف الميكانكس ان شاء الله.
Falcons, the way you've been playing recently, you know, against FaZe, it hasn't been good. You're going to lose.
Good luck to Karmine Corp.
The blue wall stands tall, but can it withstand this aerial assault? Please welcome to the stage, Karmine Corp and Team Falcons!
As superstars walk to the stage, all faces we're familiar with now here on the world stage, performing super well already in this tournament, both showing signs of weaknesses, underperforming in one game each. But it's now a chance for them to perform at their best to make it to Championship Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, Falcons, we spoke about it in the pre-show. These guys, they came off a 4-0, an uncharacteristic loss to FaZe 1.
وخالد سوى فيك على صاحب الكاميرا، تزييف حركات حتى في الواقع.
On the other side, obviously, we've got Nolly, KCorp. These guys have proven themselves in land that they can perform on land.
Yeah, and for KCorp,
one of EU's best teams. They're gonna be going up against Mina's finest, though.
فريق كارمين كورب أصله فرنسي، تأسس سنة 2021 واشترى لعيبة فودافون جاينتس الإسباني، بعدين خروج دخول ألين تكون الفريق الحالي. اللاعب الإنجليزي نولي ركز على الميكانيكس حقته وطورها ليصبح قريب من مستوى أسترال ويشكل خطر كبير بهجماته الجوية المنفردة. اللاعب المغربي إيتاتشي لاعب تصيد الفرص والثغرات الصغيرة أمام المرمى والمناولات السريعة الخطيرة بينه وبين أسترال. واللاعب البلجيكي أسترال أنا شخصيا أقيم تقييم جدا عالي، لاعب بأعلى مستويات الميكانيكس والهجمات والمناولات الغير متوقعة. نقطة ضعفه الكبيرة العامل النفسي. فريق فالكونز نعرفهم، المهاجم أحمد، الوسط TRK، والمدافع أو خالد.
Falcons trying to survive and get Mina a represent what it would mean at the World Championship. Seeing them get to the grand finals in London was one thing, Subi. Being on Championship Sunday at the World Championship is a whole new level.
I mean, we've had world about mentality as well. It's all about mindset. I mean, when you're on land, it's more than just, you know, who are the best players on the pitch, who's the best team.
وهذه توقعات المحللين والمشاهدين.
Falcons. And they're going to soar over the blue wall. I'm going with Falcons.
That's also the gold team.
Oh, it matches. Look at that. There we go.
They're so synchronous.
There we go.
I think they've hit a wall and it's going to struggle, and I'm going to be going with KCorp as the upset here.
What color would you say that wall is?
That is a blue wall right there.
A blue wall, indeed.
Look, KCorp have Astral. Falcons have 3 Astrals. I'm going to go with Falcons. Lock them in.
We flying high.
Falcons. Also, they're birds. They can fly over walls. It's not going to be a problem.
كلا الفريقين محبوبين جدا من الجمهور.
Got them built. Put down the middle there.
نادرا فريق يغلب كارمين كورب في تصويت المشاهدين.
A lot of fans here for the Falcons. My goodness. This one's going to be crazy.
You're my favorite as well, Wave, as we get ourselves into another qualifying game for our top 8. It is going to be Karmine Corp who put it all together towards the end of the season against a Falcons team that
now are only allowed to show up at the end of the season and achieves. My goodness, do they show up?
They've done well so far, but a big bump in the road against FaZe, like they pointed out on the desk, a long time scoreless, and they had the right idea, bring the ball down, slow down pace of play, and Falcons ran out of boost, so hopefully they've made some adjustments, and maybe KCorp took a little bit out of FaZe's playbook.
يلا بسم الله نبدأ الجيم الأول بين ممكن أقوى فريقين عالميا في الميكانيكس. مين راح يظهر تفوقه من البداية؟
That's going to be what Karmine Corp are trying to punish in this matchup. There are a few ways you can punish that. We saw Dignitas trying to sit back and wait for Falcons to overextend with not enough boost. FaZe tried to punish them. Oh my goodness, great early setup, but the save from Astral keeps KCorp level.
حمل الكورة من الدفاع للهجوم اللي سواه أحمد ما أدري ليش ما نشوفه كثير. طبعا قد رجع شقلبه واستخدمها عشان تزيد ارتفاع، حرفيا وصل الكورة من الجدار للجدار.
Made the world believe because KCorp, they've got an entourage of fans that follow them everywhere. One of the rare occasions where they have been outvoted. Now, can KCorp fight back for their fans, get the win?
And I talked to Astral about this matchup yesterday. He said that if they play the way they played against Optic, they're not even going to score a goal against Falcons. They rate Falcons really highly. They're coming in here with full respect for this team.
You do have to be mindful as well if you're KCorp. Punt game certainly not the way to go, but that is a nice dish into the midfield.
وخالد قطع مناولة نولي، لكن بدل ما يرميها في الزاوية الفاضية رجعها له، ونولي مليئا بالامتنان ناول مرة ثانية لكن لأخو ساسكي اللي شاتها قبل ما يخلصها خالد وافتتحوا المواجهة بالهدف الأول.
One of the most varied and difficult roads to getting himself to this point. But he has done exactly that. He's bounced back from horrible seasons where he couldn't even pick up a win. Now he's on the verge of a top 8 of an RLCS World Championship. Then you've got players like this, Astral, who got 3rd place at the last time we got a chance to do this.
Oh, what a shot. That's going to be 2. Itachi bangs in a second one.
نولي فاز بال50 ضد أحمد وناولها مرة ثانية لتاتشي اللي فعل الشرينجن وعثر على ثغرة في دفاعه خالد وشات وجاب الثاني.
That spot, it's just a matter of you have to defend that near post because you hit that with pace, you're never going to catch it. So great placement over the back shoulder. KCorp coming out pretty hot here. Not having to work too hard. They've more just been munching on the clears from Falcons that haven't quite been getting a lot of distance down the field, and they just half rotate back in and throw it towards the net, and they haven't been able to stop it.
All right, bears repeating for the Falcons that when it's gone wrong over the past few months, it goes really wrong. They're a team that either run straight through you, don't even notice that you were there, or you get situations, oh wait a minute, that's off the post. It's situations like over at London, like over at Gamers 8, like up against FaZe, where nothing starts going their way. Maybe this will triple commit, triple the chance to stop that one going into the back of the net.
فعلا 100% اوافق المعلق شوغن في النقطة اللي ذكرها ان فالكونز يا يدمرون خصمهم وكل شيء يمشي في طريقهم يا العكس، واحنا للان شفنا مواجهات كثيرة لهم، كافي انه نلاحظ هذا الشيء، يا فوز ساحق يا هزيمة ساحقة. الفوز ان مشت الاحداث زي ما يبغون، لكن الخسارة انا شخصيا اتوقع ان السبب الرئيسي لا الصراحة ما في سبب واحد، هي مجموعة حاجات صغيرة هنا وهناك تتسبب في خسارتهم، لكن ان بدأوا التسجيل والفوز ما اقول الا الله يعين خصمهم لانه حيكون هجوم بلا رحمة.
Well, if you continue to try and be that aggressive, maybe you end up with a few double commits here or there, and if you don't have that strong third presence, you could end up in a lot of trouble. TRK going to make a nice save on the right side of the net.
And Nolly has been a real trickster at the moment. His approach is awkward. It's difficult to read.
فالكونز عندهم الآن أكثر من دقيقتين لتعويض النتيجة، لازم بس ينتبهون لمناولات كورب قريب مرماهم، أو خالد خلص هجمة أسترال والآن سوى تخليص أفضل سحبها للزاوية، لكن هذا لأنه جاي من اليسار فهي التخليص الوحيدة المتوفرة، لكن الاختبار الحقيقي لما تكون إمكانية الصد في كل الجهات. مرة صعب تنتبه للكورة وأماكن اللي ضدك وتقرر بسرعة.
Their future opportunities, Karmine Corp not allowing any of those looks as Astral looks to go from the ceiling. Bull does hit the ceiling, but not the way he would have liked it to. Ahmad now puts a shot on net. It was a test for Nolly. And a test that Nolly passes.
And Nolly's done well. I'm really impressed with the way he's conducting himself at the moment. Just commanding, really giving his teammates chances to thrive. And that might be long though. Nolly's not got a lot of boost and he's not going to catch up to it.
أسر لصق في الكورة زيادة عن اللزوم وزاد لمسها في الزاوية، خرب عليه تاتشي اللي قراها غلط هذه المرة. نولي مسوي متمركز صح هذه المرة، أحمد عاقبه بقنصة خاطفة وجابوا الهدف الأول.
Into it, couldn't really do anything about it, and throws off Itachi's line, and Nolly knew he was beat back the other way, tried to head back as soon as possible, but too much power. Falcons get away with one.
How do you even communicate that that's happening? Do you just say I got, but do it really panicked?
I imagine it's as soon as you get bumped, it's just I got bumped, I can't recover, and then it's just like, oh, I guess I've hit the ball, and then you're just out of it.
أحمد كان بيقنص هدف ثاني، يبدو إنه عجبه السنايب.
For Itachi as he catches the are clear. Low shot comes in. Azrael's got that one. Able to deflect the ball to distance though. That'll give Falcons a chance to pass. Looks like TRK is wanting a player to run in front of him, but communication breakdown for Falcons.
Now off the backboard, Itachi looks to provide a third goal for his team. KCorp seeing the scoreline, seeing the time remaining as Itachi called into action. Needs to not get blocked. Did go past one, infield pass. Khaled can't run onto the shot. Still generates so much power. That was an impressive shot, even if it didn't go in. 45 seconds. KCorp holding on by one.
Wow. And both KCorp and Falcons really trying to get in.
حركة دفاعية رائعة. أحمد عارف إنه ما يمدي يصدها، شاف TRK بيروح له وأخر له الطريق وTRK صدها.
Goal line, but does it net them a goal? Not quite. Great save from Ahmed.
Still love this from KCorp though. They'd much rather finish this game in attack. Not have to worry about the Falcons offense. Falcons right now are making some great goal line saves, but time is running out.
آخر ثواني KCorp ضاغطين مع إنه فالكونز هم اللي يحتاجون الهدف.
That's going to dip down. Khaled had to be brave, recognized that the crossbar was going to do the work for him. 10 seconds on the clock. Good clear. Ahmad hasn't got the boost to try and reset afterwards.
Who steals?
Back midfield. First one to it is Nolly. Pushes to the corner. Ball just has to hit the floor. And the first game goes to KCorp. It's done exactly that.
كارمن كورب فازوا الجيم الأول.
Put the gauntlet down. And now Falcons know what they're up against.
فالكونز خسروا هدفين بسبب مناولات الآدمي هذا. ما كان هذاك الأداء السيء من فالكونز وهذه النقاط.
That one, but they did do an exceptional job of it. I've really enjoyed seeing exactly what people are capable of doing around the field.
They tried to really go even more aggressive and to try and finally get a goal against FaZe, and that just left them completely open at the back. So if they are going to make a game plan switch up here, it needs to be a calculated one. KCorp are a team who are far from one-dimensional.
ندخل في الجيم الثاني. الجيم الأول كان لعب الفريقين رائع سواء هجوم أو دفاع، أغلاط بسيطة من الطرفين، لكن كورب اغتنم الفرص أكثر. مين راح يغلط هنا أكثر ومين راح يغتنم الفرص أكثر؟ هنا مثلا أسترال نقز الكورة قبل حتى وخالد يقدر يرجع الشقلبة ويطيرها فوقه أو يزيف وينزل تحت أو ما يطير من الأساس. حرب منتصف الملعب صار أهم شيء في المستويات العالية، عشان كذا تشوف أفضل اللعيبة صاروا يتخصصون كلاعب وسط.
KCorp get that many things wrong. Falcons didn't get blown out of the water. They're, however, in a pretty rough position right now. The only real saving grace is that everyone from KCorp was so far forward, they didn't have a chance to recycle the possession.
The KCorp are reading the 50-50s very well at the moment, just like she's mentioned in game one. It's something that Falcons are usually so good at, getting 50-50 wins. KCorp have been able to play 50-50 losses back towards their teammates, following up extremely quickly.
It's the old kickoff style. Get it back into your own back corner and then hey, it's our ball all over again. Maybe about 100 boost.
أحمد صح إنه ما كان عنده بوست كثير لكنه ما رجع الشقلبة، وإيتاتشي مرة ما واجه أي صعوبة في صد الهجمة. أصلاً حتى لو رجع الشقلبة كيف راح يتعدى دفاع أوتشيها؟
The ball hits the ceiling. That gives a chance for KCorp to take back over. Falcons are struggling to find these gaps.
It's a lot of boost control right now for KCorp. They had pretty much full control over the midfield and occasionally a corner steal, and it's meaning that Falcons didn't have a lot of space, but they've equalized here, and now it's a matter of can they find each other on the way out before KCorp gets reset.
كلا الفريقين هنا عارفين خطورة بعض. للآن ما شفنا تهور وهجوم قوي بلا مبالاة، أنا أسميه احترام الاحتراف. لكن مواجهة فيها أسترال ونولي وTRK وأحمد أكيد بنشوف فيها أنواع الفن الجوي. نولي فجر أحمد وشوفوا متى وقت الهجمة TRK ضايق أسترال في الجو وخلاه يقطع هجمته، لكن لو أخذ راحته كان جاب هدف. أنا قلت لكم أول إنه أسباب صغيرة هنا وهناك هي اللي تسبب خسارة فالكونز، وهذا الشيء منها إنهم ما يفجرون وإن فعلوا يا بغير قصد أو اللي في طريقهم أو في وقت غلط. هنا نولي فجر وبقصد وفي الوقت.
Chase it down for a big aerial play. It can be risky because as you launch the ball away from your half of the field, that is going towards the third man of the other team. So if KCorp are quick up into the air, they're gonna win these aerial races, and Falcons might need to start clearing the ball sideways.
هنا جوني بوي يعطي كمان تلميحة ذهبية للفالكونز، بس ما ادري هل من اذن صاغية، اللي هي انهم يخلصون الكرة في وسط الملعب ويطيرونها، وغالبا يكون دفاع الخصم اقرب لها وعلى طول يرجعها للهجوم، فلازم يخلصونها في الجوانب.
Significantly better at playing the ball from there. Actually, give me a moment. Okay, has he got somebody around? Oh, what a stop! That is where Falcons want to be playing it though, because if they can get in the midfield, the options are there. In the corner, not quite so much! Nolly keeps it out again!
حتى كارمين كورب عندهم أغلاط دفاعية، هنا صار دفاع ثنائي وثلاثي، يعني يحتاج كمان شوية ضغط هجوم من فالكونز وعلى طول راح يكسرون دفاعهم.
Job from Nolly to work through one man, but as you see, KCorp not shy about pushing up with minimal boost. They know they probably can't hang on to it, but they'd rather have the space.
Falcons denied again and again. This happened to them when they played FaZe. They started to get frustrated. They need to remain calm here. Not try and push things too aggressively. KCorp's interceptions have been excellent. KCorp's challenges on big aerial plays have been quick and decisive. This time is Khalid's on his right.
وخالد فشخ أسترال واحد ضد واحد أمام نولي لكن ضيعها.
Excellent job by Khalid. Turn things around. Right back on KCorp.
And even if it hasn't given them a goal-scoring opportunity, they have still got possession. As a Chief, you're not too happy about something there.
Well, I just like the fact that Johnny's right. It was a really nice job from Khalid to get through that midfield and finally give Falcons a chance to actually come up the field with a lot of boost. And then they immediately lost the next challenge. And while you're on the right side, you still can't quite break KCorp down. This one will be chopped down and Esbo.
فعلا كيف الصدة الثانية يبدو انها اروع من اللي شفناه، انه مو بس أسترال صدها بالمقلوب من داخل المرمى، انما نولي وهو بيصدها زاد شاتها لكن غير مسارها لجهة أسترال بالصدفة وصدها أسترال، لكن كلها حصلت بسرعة.
It opened but went a bit away from him.
I think everybody thought that was a goal-scoring opportunity apart from people on KCorp. There's something reassuring about the way that they approach their defense. Nolly ends up missing it. Wanted to see if he can maybe put Ahmad a bit high on the challenge. Back over to the midfield. There is a little bit of a grouping happening over here. Is now Ahmad with options over to his right-hand side, but that's not the option he wanted to see. Astral, quick challenge. Itachi is blocked. This is more what Falcons want to see. In and out save.
أسترال رد علينا إن صدته بالمقلوب ما كانت صدفة عشان يثبت كررها.
Of anybody to take a rebound shot. Time is ticking away. But one more chance. No one there. 3, 2, 1. Will the ball hit the floor? Yes, it will. Overtime.
And the best chance of the game in the closing seconds. But just like KCorp moments before, it almost looked like Falcons didn't believe in the center ball.
دائما آخر ثواني كل الحماس يحصل فيها. أتوقع أفضل نصيحة يعطيها المدرب للعيبة هي العب وكأنها آخر 10 ثواني. تشوف أحداث وأهداف ما توقف، لكن الآن ما في أهداف ما توقف. هدف واحد فقط يجيب الفوز. لمين راح يكون؟
Booms it. Everyone's trying to get that. It's another whiff. Both teams scrambling, struggling. We stay at 0-0 as a clear for Astral. Wants the flow, gets it. But Khalid does not blink.
And defense has been solid for KCorp, so it's hard for Falcons to imagine misses. Passed in the final third, intercepted. Khalid has pushed to deal with this, but he's got no teammates behind him yet. Stalls long enough to just about let TRK back in the game. A free shot for Itachi. He doubles it on target. Save from Khalid.
هل راح نشوف ضغط هجوم مستمر من فالكونز الآن زي اللي صار ضد ديجنيتاس؟ حيكون شيء خيالي.
Ahmad with Astral up against him, who waits and takes over. Gives it back to Itachi. Ball bouncing up. That's playable for Nolly. Who is going to get that golden opportunity? Not going to go off that pass. Boost stolen, however, and it's Ahmad that's got all of it right now for Falcons. Off the backboard, Itachi, unchallenged!
Oh!
Well, Shogun, you mentioned the boost. It came back to bite him right here.
إيتاتشي طلع المانجيكي وشارينجان وحدد مكان الثغرة وصادها، وفازوا كارمين كورب جيمهم الثاني على التوالي.
He was going to get down in between the posts, but nailed the execution. Huge win from KCorp. 2 up now. What do you do if you're Falcons? Do you take the timeout?
فالكونز أخذ وقت مستقطع. الجيم الثاني كان لهم هجمات خطيرة لكن ما قدروا يكملونها بهدف بسبب صدات أسترال. هذه الإعادة بزاوية أفضل وطلع ما شاتها نولي زي ما ظنيت، لكن تظل صدة رهيبة بالمقلوب أنقذتهم من خسارة الجيم الثاني. وهذه النقاط بدع إيتاتشي. لا وطلع هذا يوم ميلاده فجاه بف قوي، بف الميلاد صار قوي فجأة، ما يحتاج أصلا يصير أقوى كونه من قبيلة الأوتشيها. هذا وقت يناقشون فالكونز الخطة مع المدرب، أقصد المدير حقهم اللي ما أدري إذا يعرف يسوي اندفاع موجه اللي هي الويف داش. اندفاع موجه هي اللي تحدد هل المدرب يفهم في الجيم ولا لا.
They break any type of pressure that they're bringing right at you, and unfortunately you do kind of have to give a little bit of a ribbing over the Falcons.
مرة ثانية مديرهم ما عنده لهم شيء، لا خطة ولا اني حتى شايف تشجيع نفسي او رفع معنويات، على عكس ايفر ساكس مدرب كارمين كورب اللي قاعد كمان يعدل على خطتهم ويستفيد حتى من الوقت المستقطع حق فالكونز.
They've just got to try and...
هذا الآدمي شكله قتل أعز أصدقائه بس عشان يصير أقوى.
Karmine Corp, we've spoke so much about the vibe.
أعطاه الأوكي، راحوا فيها الصقور. مديرهم شكله عارف السالفة عشان كذا ساكت ويبلع ريقه.
Think to his own river, play his own game.
Great way to put it.
Tiki's arena sounds ready. Are Falcons ready? Do they have something left Or is this it for Mina's season?
الجيم الثالث، هل راح يغيروا فالكونز الاحداث لصالحهم بعد الوقت المستقطع؟ هو ما كان ادائهم سيء في اول جيمين، الجيم الاول تفاجئوا بمناولتين سريعه وهجموا بدون تسجيل، والثاني كان لهم لكن ما سجلوا، وما كان خطأهم صراحه، كانت صدات آسرة الغير متوقعه، الشيء الوحيد اللي يحتاجونه ممكن انهم يتخلصون منه وقت الهجوم، وهذا الشيء من الحاجات البسيطه اللي قلتها اول. ما يحتاجون يفجرون آسر ولا شيء اذا انهم بيهجمون بالريست كذا. احمد لمس الكوره بكفرات السياره، رجع الشقلبه واستخدمها طوالي لشوت الكوره وزياده سرعتها وتغيير مسارها. نولي طبعا ما قدر يصدها. دائما ازيد واقول انه المفروض كل الهجمات كذا. فالكونز جابوا الهدف الاول وتقدموا في الجيم لاول مره.
The animation that threw it out of his path. You take it every day for your Falcons. For the first time, Karmine Corp are the team chasing.
Get a lot extra to work with.
صد ذهبية من أو خالد، شقلب بدري قبل الشوطة وصدها، ولا كانت حتكون قنصة خطيرة من نولي. لاحظوا تمركزه خطير، يهجم ويتراجع شوي وعادة يكون في المكان اللي ترجع له الكورة.
Intriguing to see what KCorp want to actually try and do when they are forced to press, and if that propensity for overcommitting comes back with a little bit more opportunity for Falcons to counterattack and extend the lead.
I think what they've done so far today will work from behind. You know, teams that are sitting back defensively, they've got to switch something up when they're losing, especially late in the game. But KCorp have been fighting for the midfield. They've been attacking every single high ball that Falcons send at them. If they can also continue to be tricky in that final third, and it will be tough for Falcons to hold on. That's a big chance. Oh, it's a miss, but it might work out in KCorp's favor. Astral actually turned away from it.
أحمد ما خلصها كويس، إنما كان فعلا صنع الهجمة لنولي، وهذه كمان من الأشياء البسيطة اللي كانت ملاحظ عليها من المعلق جوني بوي. طبعا هو غلط شائع لأفرقة كثيرة مو بس هم، لكن عشان يصيروا أقوى فريق لازم يتخلصوا منه. كيف؟ يخلصوا الكرة في الزاوية وما يشوتوها بعيد عنهم عشان لا تصير مجرد مناولة للخصم، أو كأنهم يقولون هجمة كويسة بس هيا خذ الكرة وحاولوا مرة ثانية.
That's a problem. That's why their boost keeps running out. You've got to use boost then to accelerate. If you can keep moving, and you're actually able to stay more efficient with your boost, using the momentum to advance, instead of having to continue using, especially the back corner boost now they're on defense.
Khaled gets past one, and Nolly's not done the best of jobs with that.
شوف نولي كمان غلط فادح، ناولها التي ار كي، يحمد رب الناس ترى صدها، وان تي ار كي ما كان عنده بوست كافي، ولا كان ممكن يحاول هجمه افضل اللي هي يرجع الشقلبه، بس تحتاج احمد لانه يقرا احيانا حتى غلطات الخصم.
Style tournament. Ahmad again off the ceiling. This is all about just maintaining pressure here for Falcons. They're not a team that need the goal. Double commit, double the power, and Ahmad still had his head on the swivel.
شوف وين راح يخلصها خالد، في النص وفوق. كورب يستلمونها ويبدأون الهجمة من جديد، كان يقدر يشوتها في الجهة الثانية لتي ار كي، وتي ار كي يكملها في الجنب، أو يشوتها فوق بس قريب من الجدار اللي عنده عشان تصير أصعب على كورب في الاستحواذ عليها. خلونا في الثواني الجاية نلاحظ مناولات كارمين كورب. مناولة
KCorp is slowly but surely working their way back in with finding enough boost and actually being able to really fight for position.
مناولة
They're just trying to keep Falcons away.
Off the backboard. Nobody around.
مناولة.
It's where Falcons have done their best work, but they don't need to be that aggressive with the third man. They can just keep hooking a player into that back corner.
مناولة الخصم مناقضة ومناولة.
Oh, he's done well here though. Khaled again the man to the rescue.
شفتم كيف مناولات كثيرة بغت تجيب هدف، وهذه تخليصة مرة رهيبة من أحمد. بدأت هجمة الفالكونز.
His teammate, but he decided not to leave it. It's well defended now, Itachi. A little bit of help from the bar. These Falcons out again. It's Falcons. They continue to struggle with that last touch. Surely now they'll have something. Reset. Itachi's all over it. That is unreal.
Wow.
Either to read or to adapt and clear that one.
Itachi went from being bumped to saving off the backboard to turning back around and saving that double tap attempt. Unreal from Itachi. Now the shot again. Oh!
فالكونز كمان عندهم مناولات حتى لو كانت انترمي، وممكن يجي واحد يكملها. تي ار كي رمى وكملها احمد ورماها على الجدار الخلفي، وفعلا كملها تي ار كي. إيتاتشي حاول يصدها بالجينجيتسو لكن خذلته على خير وجات هدف.
And trying to go across the net with nothing, close as he was. Falcons do indeed extend the lead, so it's definitely an improvement over the phase series. You make the timeout, now you're looking like you're on the way to getting your first win in the series. Holding the pressure, preventing KCorp from really getting anything started. This is more what they want to do.
I still think though that shot wasn't phenomenal from TRK. It was the zero boost Itachi that caused it to go in, and you know they're not shooting the way they did against Dignitas. Versus Dignitas, Falcons were absolutely leathering every shot. Here, it feels like they're just worried about missing, and they're holding back on the power focusing on the placement.
وطالما ذكرها المعلق، هذه كمان أحد الأشياء البسيطة اللي لو انتبهوا لها يمسحون اللي ضدهم 4-0، واللي هي التوجيه وقت الشوط. فبتوجيه أفضل كان ما قدر يصدها أسرع بالمقلوب.
It seems to be bleeding over a little bit here, but this is still a game well in control of the Falcons. Might be able to make it a 3-goal lead unnecessary, as there's the clear. Khaled. Defense first mentality means that that's not a problem. That, on the other hand, is a massive problem.
If there's ever a play that tells you all you need to know about Khaled, this is it.
هذا بس عشان المعلق قال شكلهم بيجيبوا الثالث، وخالد قال يعني لازم ثالث. يا الله يجبرونا، ومن الدفاع كمان.
That challenge is going this way. It's all the way down, no problem. But definitely on the deep rotation back for Khaled. I mean, they know they're not going to give anything to KCorp. They're like, even if you score one, you're going to have to work for it. We're definitely not going to allow you a chance at 0 seconds. Big win for Falcons here. Very well played game, even if the shooting was a little bit questionable.
فالكونز قدموا كورب وقطعوهم ب3 بعد الوقت المستقطع وفازوا جيمهم الأول.
Game after the timeout, just stayed consistent, at least got their foot in the door.
وهذه النقاط 5 تفجيرات لكارمين كورب مقابل 1 لفالكونز.
A pretty dire situation. It's phenomenal, you know. MENA, Middle East, North America, as some people refer to it, they've been adopted.
ندخل في الجيم الرابع، وفالكونز الآن جايين مسخنين بعد الوقت المستقطع والفوز ب3-0. هو فريق معروف بالاندفاع أو الانجراف، الفوز يدفع فوز وفوز وفوز، والهزيمة تجرف هزايم.
Ball down in the last one with all the boost control they had. If Falcons roll back, definitely see tying up the series to be very possible. That is one thing KCorp absolutely needs to survive is boost, and they were running fairly consistently towards empty in that last one.
Falcons, when they took the lead, were so deep with the third-man rotation. It's actually something I want to bring into the regular rotation for this 0-0, because it meant that the challenge game has not been as effective as we are used to seeing it. They can rely on it less, look for the outplays from KCorp, and then snag the easier-to-collect ball. As this is awkward for everybody. Nobody finding an easy time getting control of that one. Astral takes it down, no boost, and now it's Ahmad to TRK, it bounces into the net!
إيتاتشي شكله سارق الشرينجن، مستحيل تكون حقته لأنه جاب العيد قبل شوي وغلط غلطة البرونز ذي الأيام، ما خلص الجدار الخلفي، ونولي جاب يصد الشوطة لكن TRK رماها على الخفيف، ومرة ثانية تقدموا من بداية المباراة بهدف.
Consistent at making those defensive touches, but now in game 4, 2 players missed for KCorp. TRK puts it through. Tashi's 1v1 here. Am I going to close him down? But it's somewhat available for Nolly. TRK's in a tough spot. He's done well there to keep it in the corner.
Look, I'm not saying there was any names that you wanted to see on the goal line from Falcons, but TRK was the last name you wanted to see from Falcons.
But you do find yourself in a very enviable position that you were just in if you're Falcons. Now you bring back what you were talking about, Shogun, that deep rotation back, force KCorp, come through, make something happen, collect on the easier attempts after they've tried to go for the outplay, and that's a strategy that I think has a lot of dividends to pay out for Falcons right here.
المواجهة هذه اللي توقعتها كلها راح تكون هجمات جوية وترجع الشقلبة مرتين و3، ومناولة جوية وميكانيكس ما شفنا منها شيء. كل اللي شفناه للآن إيتاتشي والشرينجن حقه، في أهداف ميكانيكية لكن نبغى نشوف أكثر.
Always the attacker, always the aggressor. Well now KCorp.
وعلى طاريه يبغى يفجر خالد ويطلع الرنجن.
Yeah, don't look where the ball is, just aim for Khaled. At least that seems to be the mentality that time around. Off the ceiling, Itachi encroaches. Does get good contact. Can't find another player, but Astral certainly can. KCorp.
Oh, wow.
Nolly and Nolly! That would have been exceptional! The other post!
مع ان احمد قرم ناولة ايتاتشي لنولي وطار لها بدري، لكن نولي نقز وطار وبالبوست من قبل حتى ما يناولها ايتاتشي، واللي مو مصدق يرجع ويلاحظ. لهذه الدرجة وصلت السرعة في هجمات المناولة.
The uncontested shot going wide leaves a lot to be desired.
نولي فجر TRK وانا اتكلم، والان زاد فجر احمد.
Love the pre-jump just to make sure you get out in front of the defense and have an opportunity to actually.
هذا هو جو خالد، مستعد يقضي الليلة كلها كذا.
Unfortunate as this one is just a stalemate in the corner. TRK and Khaled working overtime.
Yeah, Khaled's in his element there. He'll sit behind the ball all day quite happily. KCorp are attacking the ball in this back corner, and it seems to be working as Astro finds a way through. TRK again does well, but boost continues to run low for Falcons.
Yeah, TRK did amazingly just to shadow the entire length there. Only really made his move once the ball was in a position in front of the net. Drop down, another early jump there from Itachi. KCorp
with a bump
are willing to die on their shield in this game. They are happy to full send. They would rather get the play wrong than not go for the play at all.
كورب هجماتهم خطيرة بمناولات أمام المرمى وموزونة، لكن فالكونز للآن قدروا يصدونها. هل يقدرون يحافظون على هدفهم؟
90 seconds left. Really start to scratch your head a little bit if you're KCorp, saying, what in the world? Does it really take the pre-jump pass into the midfield to break down Falcons here? And you really hope that's not the case, because those are not easy to execute.
Ash. Still all pressure for KCorp. So many opportunities to just get up close and personal. This time it's a double commit defense from KCorp. A team pull shot to somewhat clear the ball.
It's going to take something special though to beat Falcons. Doubt they've got that huge mistake in them. Going to need the outplay. Astro with the midfield. Up against TRK. Goes early. Realised that Nolly was finally in position.
وخالد ضيع هجمة شاتها أقصى اليمين لأنها ورا إيتاتشي، مع أن الجهة اليسار مفتوحة وإيتاتشي ما يمدي يصدها لأنه واقف تماما.
We'll have Nolly in the midfield if they need him. Instead, it's off the corner. Oh, wow. Well played by Astro. Back out. Nolly's got his opportunity, but TRK was stuck to it. Atachi, backboard, taken away by Ahmad.
Defense is strong from Falcons, but how long can they hold on? KCorp continue to press. They've been aggressive all game. They're just going to up the ante now in the closing seconds.
Astro, wait. Atachi, wait. Nolly's in the corner. He's waiting, but you've run out of time to wait here, KCorp. You've got to get the play. Oh! TRK gets rid of it.
Only Ahmad's got boost. Khaled and TRK are just trying to keep up with the play here. They're trying to keep ball pressure.
Up into the air. Last chance. Astro gives it to Atachi. Nolly's around. TRK. He's used the last of the boost that Falcons have. They reset. Nolly is there. Falcons. Hold off.
الصقور دافعوا عن عشهم بكل شراسة، ما خلوا أحد يقرب وحلقوا فوق الجدار الأزرق وعدلوا النتيجة.
Charge the ball down. I think KCorp is hoping against all hope that it was a bluff. What a defensive stand by Falcons. Multiple saves. So much pressure from KCorp. That big playstyle switch up right after one loss. I mean, I love to see that from KCorp. So trying to surprise Falcons. It hasn't worked, but boy, were they close.
For Falcons and KCorp, it really is first goal.
Yep, it does feel like that. It does feel like that.
I think they just go right back to what they were doing there. It looked effective. It had Falcons on the ropes. If they could just get that last shot on target instead of hitting the post, it's a different outcome.
الجيم الخامس، هل راح يزيدوا كارمين كورب ارتفاع الجدار او ما راح يفرق مع الصقور ويكملون اندفاع الفوز؟
Been at a premium for them on occasion because they are giving up so much possession, as you mentioned earlier on, Johnny. When you're forced to stop in your inside the field, you have to use this. Oh my goodness!
TRK لقط الكورة من منتصف الملعب، حولها هجمة ريست، تعدى أسترال وكاد يفشخ اثنين من الدفاع، لكن إيتاتشي استخدم الأماتيراسو وصدها، ونولي طيروا للفضاء من الفجعة.
From TRK's reset.
And it's netted them a lot of control of the map here as well. Nolly kind of just
أستر الغلط غلطة برونز، وحركته انه يطالع ورا هذه تدل انها اثرت عليه، وتياركي فجره، كمان كم غلطة وتفجيره ويصير تلتد. من بين كل اللعيبة اللي هنا هو اكثر واحد ممكن يطيح مستواه اذا احد لعب في نفسيته، مو بس بين هذول اللعيبة انما بين كل اللعيبة. زمان سمعت انه في احد البطولات صار شيء خلاه يعصب وترك اللعب وخرج، تخيلوا يترك اصحابه الاثنين يلعبون لحالهم في نص البطولة لهذه الدرجة.
They were almost caught. Nolly reset, looks to go the whole way.
قراها من السقف ولمسة ريست ولا أروع، سحب في أحمد واستخدم الشقلبة تعدى وخالد، ولمسة ثانية فشخ TRK 1 ضد 3 وجاب الهدف الأول، والحماس الحقيقي بدأ. هذا هو الكلام ولا بلاش؟ هذه هي الميكانكس اللي جيت علشانها، ما تجي من أحمد وTRK وأسترال يجيبها نولي، ليش لا؟
Be lucky that Nolly wasn't against you. That is ice. First goal KCorp. Crucial goal for KCorp.
Ooh.
And now we see Falcons on the same TRK.
Saved
by Nolly. He refuses.
TRK تحمس بعد هدف نولي ووراه انه هو كمان يقدر يرجع شقلبه، وسوى بها نقرة ماستي وفشخ إيتاتشي. نولي حاول يوقفها قدام المرمى وخالد كملها. الابداع كله طبعا من TRK ورد صاروخي 1-1.
Masti over the top and the follow through comes through.
That's the second time this game that TRK's had a big time flip reset. Nolly with one. Still though just 1 goal each. Both teams starting to pop off.
المواجهة شعللت الآن، كلفتنا 4 أيام عشان نوصل هنا، وبدأوا ياخذون راحتهم وتطلع الحركات.
Atachi delays back over to Astral, well read by Khaled on the transition out to the opposite side of the field. Nolly waits for it.
أفضل وقت في المواجهة، تعادل أقيام وأهداف، مين راح يتقدم الآن؟
That Nolly had for his own teammate, just knew that he had it covered. so difficult to do at this level of pressure. Here's Khaled again. Pre-shot from TRK! That is a dangerous player on this lobby.
What a delivery as well by Khaled with the double tap.
وخالد لمستين وناولها التي ار كي اللي اصلا ناقص بدري لكن صدوها.
Breathe. We go again. We go to Astro. The net. We go to 2-1.
نولي نزل من السقف وبالشقلة بتعدى تي ار كي مناولا لأسترا اللي شاتها والدفاع ما قدروا عليها وجابوا الثاني. احس الان كل كم ثانية هدف. ايش حيكون رد الصقور؟
Wondering can that really find the back, but I guess he hit it that hard. Sure.
Yeah, you need an interception there from that range. Astral with a laser, but now here comes Ahmad. 1v1 with Nolly. Nolly does well. Still got Khaled to contend with. Khaled just chipping the ball into the middle for TRK. It's gone round the last man, but well played by Nolly on the recovery to get some ball pressure.
It's all about just maintaining your boost. Whoa! Positions as Astral scoops the ball out of his net. This is a different looking game. Whatever we had set up for the first 4 games in this series, this one is now a mechanical masterclass.
Well, we had the freestyle 1v1, now we've got freestyle 3v3. Nolly looking for another. Not enough boost. He had the read.
الصقور جرحوا في كورب لا زالوا يبحثون عن التعادل والمباراة صارت جدا ممتعة بعد ما بدأوا اللعيبة بالتهور وتركوا اللعبة الدفاعي البحت.
It's something different here in game 5. A lot on the line. Regal advantage is huge. Feels like KCorp trying to get a little more aggressive, a little riskier. Nolly trying to figure out when he wants to go for it. And Falcons on pretty much empty here. This is a dangerous situation.
Yeah, they need some time. Khaled grabbed 100 on spawn, that's huge, but they still have some work to do. Looks like KCorp decided to bail on the offensive play as well as they started to run out of momentum. They're still piling on the pressure. Not afraid to commit. Both teams have been confident with their opportunities. Somewhat of a back pass here from Astral. Has reached the third man. Tachi rotates in to cover. Still time for Falcons.
باقي دقيقة ونص كافي وزيادة للتعادل بالذات في الجيم الخامس هذا.
Already up, waits for it, and the ball does get delivered to him. Back to the corner, TRK sees Atachi just staring down him. A good fake challenge. Brought in Astral. KCorp are just making Falcons jump at shadows. Ooh, another demo. That might actually open up the opportunity. Can they hit it?
أسر الفجر تي ار كي. إيتاتشي سوى لزنامي وخلاه يعيد يتفجر كل ما طلع وناولها لنفسه وشات لكنه خالد بالكاد لحق وصدها.
The attempt entirely improvised by Itachi. He adjusted to try and put it on target after he heard the demo come through from his teammates. So putting it that close on a whim.
شوف بس تفجيرة أو خالد ولا هو حتى قاصدها. فرق كبير بين تفجير الفريقين وحتى التوقيت.
Commit. Nolly up against Ahmad. Right, Ahmad just none of it. Yeah, once again, Karmine Corp don't make everything look too easy for themselves.
That's not what Ahmad wanted. It's like they will be fine here, but fine is really determining how you look at this because they are down by 1. The opportunities have fizzled out for Falcons.
The Falcons would love us to go back to the earlier chaos. KCorp have calmed it back down. They have now settled into allowing one player to go, take the challenge, and just keep bringing players back into the rotation. Falcons need something. That double commit definitely doesn't help. A miss. Nolly back to Astro. Just going to play for some time. Didn't even go for the shot on net. But now the breakaway. Astro will not be back in time.
ترى مرة كانت قريبة. أحمد سوى أفضل هجمة اللي هي ترك الكرة اللي خالد تحته وراح يفجر إيتاتشي. لكن إيتاتشي سوى نسخة الغراب وهرب منه ورمى الكرة بعيد عنه خالد ولمست الأرض وفازوا جيمهم الثالث.
Teams out of the gate in front of net seems to be gone. KCorp
finally get that bit of equalization here as you look at the Mobile 1 high performance replay. Oh my goodness, Nolly. Best shot of the day.
وهذه النقاط وخالد أكثر من نولي وهم مهزومين.
Then the Liverpudlian. And look at him. It's a scrim to him right now.
He's just so hard to read in the series.
أنا توقعت أن أسترال هو اللي راح يبدع أكثر شيء وقد صد مرتين هو مقلوب الصراحة لكن نولي هو أكثر خطورة على فالكونز الآن. ما يدرون أنه أصلا إيتاتشي مسوي نسخة الظل الغرابية.
1v3 with a reset double off the backboard and then he's stealing shots, center balling to Astral to finish. He's been the toughest player for Falcons to deal with, and all the talk's been about Astral this weekend, but they're not just a one-man team here. Itachi's been brilliant, Nolly has really stolen the show, and now it's up to Falcons to respond.
في الجيم السادس ندخل الآن وكلنا نتمنى أكيد إنه يكون زي الخامس. هجمات ما تخلص وأهداف ميكانيكية مليئة بالريست. إيش حيكون رد فالكونز الآن؟
Field again today. I'm sure Dickie's Arena would love to see champions field again as well. but it is all up to the performance of Falcons. Khaled off the wall. As far as Itachi, seems to be a reoccurring sentiment around here that once you reach Itachi, that is the end of your offense.
It definitely has seemed to be the case for more than a couple teams.
شوقن يقول لما توصل لتاتشي هناك وين هجمتك راح تخلص، وارشيفز قال هذا اللي صار مع أفريقيا كثيرة.
Just in time.
He's still there as well. Nolly chasing down his own interception. Falcons struggling to clear the ball towards an orange car. Most of these clears ending up just hitting Nolly in particular, but definitely a KCorp player.
You mentioned earlier on, Achieves, how there was a lot of commitment on the challenges from KCorp, but I do like what the off-ball players are doing with that commitment. They're noticing, all right, here's the angles that the opposing player can put the ball. If my guy is here, this is where it can go. I'm going to get there nice and early. As Ahmad, have we got another outplay? Not quite yet. Khaled off the follow-up.
أحمد لقطها بالريست، لقطة جميلة وسحب في نولي لكن صدوها، والآن كيكورب في الرد، كل اللعيبة مشعللين، بداية رهيبة، معناته حيكون جيم حماس.
Does have Itachi ready and waiting, but instead Falcons to the blue side of the field.
Yeah, they tried to go quickly there. Itachi knew that there was half a chance to rush. Now Astral briefly in a 1v1, but he had to just release. He had no boost to make any other play there. They're working with what they've got in this initial part of the game, KCorp.
Wow.
هذه العشوائية اللي أحبها، ونولي زاد العشوائية وفجرها.
Ahmad's going to be there. Boost ran out from Falcons, but they escape once again.
Great plays overall from KCorp. You love the ability to cover up from Falcons, but you're right, Shogun. It's not easy winging the off-ball player at any point, considering all 6 players in this pitch are capable of the world. Itachi trying to get into Ahmad's face, and such composure on the backboard to just let him go on by, knowing you still have the time to make the stop.
Ahmad does not do panic plays. 2.5 minutes left, and we are back after the mechanical fiesta to a little bit more of a strategic game plan.
Slow down a bit, finally. If you call this slowing down.
When top 8 at Worlds is on the line.
And just one goal could be the ticket for KCorp to finish off an unbelievable ending to the season, an unbelievable turnaround for Nolly's season after being benched by Guild, picked up by Karmine Corp. He is living the dream right now.
TRK لاحظ أحمد هناك وناول هلو، لكن أحمد مطفر بوست اضطر يرجع.
Good block. Ahmad realizes that Itachi's going to beat him to the ball. Once though, KCorp did not have a target man downfield. This time the target is Itachi. Turns in off the handbrake. Now it's to Nolly on target. Ahmad at the jump early.
أحمد بشقلبة خلفية ينقذهم من هدف.
KCorp could try and turn around and hit him. Instead, back into the midfield. Up goes Khaled. Just wants to put some pressure on Astral. Does that exceptionally well. Off the backboard now. Itachi. That was awkward. They made it work, Achieves.
Very awkward and good recognition from knowing he doesn't immediately have to.
أحمد شاف 3 مدافعين متمركزين، إيش سوى؟ شات عليهم، هجمة حلوة لكن مناولة خطيرة زي حقة فيتيرا قبل الدقيقة الأخيرة كان سوى التهديد أكبر.
KCorp's running out of boost as well.
أوه أحب الهجمات هذه.
For once Falcons did to them what KCorp have been doing to them all series long. Shot right down the middle, and in a way that can be played afterwards.
Yeah, not good enough by Ahmad there. He's got to really scare a goalkeeper there if he wants a bad save to come through. And that's a brilliant wall clear. TRK looking to drop it down, but he's only found Itachi. Ahmad.
مرة ثانية TRK وين يخلصها في النص فوق، وكيكورب يلقطونها بمناولة ويكملون الهجمة.
Speak of that, Itachi great recovery in the midfield to figure that one up off the ceiling.
Astral now. Reset, goes low, Nolly wiped out. 45 seconds, still no goal scored. Falcons though, not seeing much of the blue side of the field. Now they do. TRK just threatening, he will go for an early.
نولي فجر وخالد مع هجمة أسترال.
Got demo, Ahmad's the last one. And no boost left.
Wow, and he tried to
still got to it. We're down to the opposite side of the field.
Yeah, that was really close. That could have been it for KCorp.
كيكورب هجم هجمة تفجيرية لكن أحمد خلصها، والآن آخر نص دقيقة، الهدف هنا ذهبي.
Starting to be a powerhouse. Continuing to be a powerhouse, I should say. Every time he's got the ball, he's so hard to dispossess. TRK takes off. He's looking at Nolly, goes over him. Astral's got covered, but the dunk centers. Nolly, or Itachi rather, sticks around. Now the counter-attack's available for KCorp.
Itachi, no boost, gives it over to Nolly. He's got loads of boost. Now we're being clear. Astral leaves the ball down.
والآن
overtime.
Well, I don't envy being on the stage right now. This is a lot to handle. I can say that much.
Tournament lives on the line.
الوقت الإضافي، إذا كان الهدف في آخر ثواني ذهبي فهو هنا الماسي. هل هي جيم سابع أم نهاية فالكونز؟
DRK has to go back. Would love to have turned around. This team were in no man's land, infield. Far too close to Itachi. Itachi into Rashways. He'd love to get that ball pop straight onto the hood of his car.
أحمد لقطها أمام أسرل وخلص البوست حقه، عشان كذا أخذها نولي، لكن فالكونز بشكل عام مسيطرين أكثر على البوست.
Brilliant aerial midfield defense again from KCorp. A nonchalant collection of the back wall. Possession by Astral. Falcons are testing the water here, but they've got to be careful.
Khaled can't get that second block. And I'm sure he would have been the target man should TRK not have been wiped off the field.
نولي مستمر في التفجير، وفالكونز الآن تحت ضغط كبير جدا، ضغط الوقت الإضافي وضغط الخروج من البطولة العالمية بكبرها.
TRK, good hit. Needed to make sure there was power on it because Astral was waiting for a miss hit. Now it's Itachi up against Khaled.
Saves coming in from Falcons, but KCorp are knocking on the door again and again. Nolly looked for the bump there. Looked like it was just a bit too early. Now a chance for Falcons to transition, but everything down the middle of the field, doesn't matter how high it is being answered by KCorp.
That third man for KCorp as well.
هجوم ودفاع رائع من الطرفين، الغلطة هنا كارثة.
Willing to ride on a knife's edge, try and find any gap that can drive through on the Falcons side, but can also come back to haunt you if you get beat just right here. This is tough for Astral and great play.
There's just no miss hits defensively. TRK drops it. Oh! No, we're not! Itachi!
نولي يبغى يفجر مكتفه وبيفجر خالد. أسرل من الحماس تحول صقر، لكنه ما هو الطير الوحيد في الفريق. إيتاتشي غراب متنكر وصد آخر هجمة لفالكونز وصنع هدف الفوز، لكن الصراحة اللي فوزهم في الجيم الأخير هو نولي. فجر في فالكونز، حرق أجنحتهم ما خلاهم يقدرون يفردونها، وفي الأخير راح بيفجر أحمد نقز وعلى طول غير الهدف وبدأ يطارد خالد، خلى خالد ياخذ لفة ويفتح ثغرة. ومن سوء حظهم أثناء هذه الثغرة البسيطة صارت كل الأحداث ال50-50 اللي من كل الأماكن ما راحت إلا قدام أسترل الجاهزة للشوت، وأسترل جابها. فازوا كارمين كورب في هذه المواجهة الرائعة وتأهلوا للتصفيات النهائية وصاروا أحد التوب 8، بينما فالكونز خلاص خرجوا من البطولة بالمركز التاسع إلى 12 وأخذوا معهم $30,000. لكن أحب أقول لكم لا تحزنوا، هذا إنجاز جدا رائع، لأنه فريق فيوريا من منطقة أمريكا الجنوبية استغرقت منهم 6 بطولات عالمية حتى يوصلون لما وصلوا له فالكونز الآن، فهذه أول بطولة لهم بعد فتح باب المشاركة لكل المناطق. أتمنى في كأس العالم القادم نشوف أفريقيا أكثر من هذه المنطقة تنافس، وأتمنى مستواهم يتطور بسرعة. وفي الأخير أنا مجرد معلق محب لهذه اللعبة والعاب القتال، وراح اسوي تصويت للمنتسبين للبطوله القادمه ان شاء الله. اتمنى السلسله عجبتكم، يعطيكم العافيه على المشاهده، ابقوا بسلام. Esbofination is out.